Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is July 11th, 2025, and the top news for crypto are as follows. Today we will start our episode from Bhutan, which brings more than $23 million to BTC and Binance, as the price of Bitcoin makes a new high of all time. So maybe Bhutan is getting ready to get a profit. From Bhutan, it's time to go to Germany, especially to the German state bank, NRW.BANK. This bank has issued a bond of 100 million euros, $116.7 million based on blockchain, marking one of the largest public sector movements to date in digital securities in Europe. Let's say these bonds will be published in blockchain Polygon, and we had a long time to hear about Polygon. Moving from this bank, we will also go to Gates, which is a Japanese real estate investment company, and will turn the real estate into the center of Tokyo into a $75 million Tokenized, all in the Oasys blockchain. Let's say that the company's final plan is to make Tokenized worth $200 billion, which is about 1% of the Japanese real estate market. So tokenization is holding on well, and maybe a new blockchain will go very well in this area. Continuing for our companies, we will also go to news for USDC, where Ant, supported by the founders of Alibaba, will integrate the USDC into its blockchain. Let's say this is a private blockchain for Alibaba, which can be a very good USDC cooperation because the USDC will connect to a network that has processed over 1 trillion payments just last year, all in dollars. So maybe it's a very good collaboration, as I said. Moving, we will go to our companies and go to Bitcoin companies. We have learned that companies buying BTC, in addition to the ETFs, bought 159,107 BTC just in the second quarter of the year. Overall, these companies hold 847,000 BTCs, and nothing seems to prevent them from buying more. Continuing for these companies, we will go to Bitmining, which we know has bought 19 BTC. However, he seems to want to make a turn to Solana, and the company said it plans to collect between $200 and $300 million to make a very large market in Solana. And for this precise reason, its share has made 154% in the 24-hour diagram, while Color Technology purchased $10 million in Bitcoin and entered the club with companies holding 1,000 BTC. From our companies, we will go to Hyperliquid, a coin that is said to be a decentralized exchange, but still has a lot of work to do. We have learned that it exceeded $8 billion in a daily transaction volume, and because the currency has been very used, as you understand, this period is very close to making a new high. Its price is at $44, and the high of all time is in $45 and something. Since we are talking about prices, it's time to go to the standard market cryptocurrencies, with BTC at $116,000. The price increased a lot, as you can see, for two reasons. The first is that the price heard yesterday that I said he had made a new high of all time, but not very big, so he told me that I was wrong again. And something else that influenced it is that Trump continues to push to reduce interest rates. Specifically, President Trump renewed his pressure to reduce interest rates in the US. So as you understand, the president came out on Truth Social and essentially said that interest rates should be reduced. Let me tell you that from these additional pressures of the president, the CME group does not seem to have been interested, and according to their forecasts, we have a 95% chance of not seeing interest rates. However, the meeting to reduce Fed interest rates, or not, will take place in 19 days, so we have a little time to change things, and what it sounds like is that Trump is trying to make moves to get rid of Powell and put someone on his own on the Fed who will reduce interest rates. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is July 11th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.